Hi, we're Lindsay and Ken and we love to travel.
Why not come and join us as we explore new places all around the world?
Pick up some useful hints and tips and don't make the mistakes that we have.
See the things that we get up to and take a look around the ships as we travel.
Why not subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss out. That's better. I just turned the microphone on. Hello and good evening to you all. Yes.
Hello.
Got caught a little bit.
I'm not speaking to him.
Why?
Well, because you might have taken your eyelashes off, but you haven't got rid of that wig.
So, I'm only wearing the wig for one thing. We had a lot of requests from people to do the whole live in drag, but I'm not doing it because my eyes are so sore after wearing all that makeup last week and the glue from the eyelashes. Oh, I'm so sore. I don't know how you ladies managed to do it, you know.
Years of practice.
But yeah, anyway, it's coming off now, but I said I'd do it just at the beginning because it was requested, wasn't it?
Yeah, Dax wants it now.
Oh, Dax wants it here. You can go
You
kill it now.
Probably thinks it's a rat.
Go with Lindsay, yes. Anyway, good evening to you, and it's nice to see you all. We've got Andy and Carla were first in. They actually put a message up before I did, which is pretty incredible.
Yeah,
yeah, they
really
got in there.
that.
They must have been waiting. But thank you very much. Nice to see you guys. Rose is here. Hi. Rose. Nice to see you again, Rose. Kevin's here, all the way from Vancouver.
Wow.
Yes.
My goodness. That's
Tina's
good.
here. Tina's here. So we got Andy and Carla. I'm forgetting to press me buttons. It's been a while. I've had other things. Rose, Kevin, yeah.
Yeah.
And Tina, yes, Tina's here. Kevin's asking you to do all nice things like put the question in at the start and thumbs up and things. Thank you very much for that, Kevin. Much appreciated. Corinne's here for a little while because she's off to rehearsal. Yeah.
Know what that's like.
I hope your show's going because we've been doing that in and out. Well, and the show obviously for the last week, haven't we?
Yeah.
So it's been good fun. And the show itself went really quite well. We got the monkeys in. Hello, guys, from over in Pembrokeshire.
Oh, and San Diego's here, your friend.
And Bob and Holly, all the way from San Diego.
Yeah,
Your special friend. He's just had one of your treats, actually.
Yes,
actually,
he
just
has.
had two of your
Yes.
treats that you sent over for him. Thank you very much. Yes.
Anything to keep him quiet. He's waiting for the gin now to wash it down.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's been an exciting time, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been quite hard work for you, particularly because you were sort of dashing about all over the place backstage.
Yeah.
On stage.
Yeah.
In the dressing room.
Yes.
Yeah. I had an easy time of it comparatively.
Well, yeah.
I just had children to look after.
So I guess before we start talking cruising, we'll get this out.
Get this out of the way.
Andy and Carla's first thing. So, yes, thank you very much. I've got a few little pictures here as well. A few little pictures. You may have seen some similar ones. So this is me and my granddaughter, Zoe. Yes, it's me and
Makes
my
a change.
granddaughter.
She's been his daughter.
She's been my daughter. Yeah, I've been her father for years, and now I'm her granny. Yeah, that's a bit confusing.
Her child is very confused because her child calls me Grumpy Granny.
Yeah,
I don't understand why.
I might be able to throw some light on that. Then we got Dottie in one of the promo things that came out. Yeah, and Lindsay's here. There's Lindsay. She was very scary, actually. Her and her band of men had their daggers at my throat.
I never had a dagger.
You did? No, you did. You didn't need to. Your men had them. Yeah. So just to sort of finish the pantomime bit altogether, I've got this little promo video that you might have seen. It's just under a minute. So I'll play this and then we'll come back and start talking cruising. So that's it. That's our little clip of what we got up to last week. And it wasn't our show. We don't run the show. We just take part in it. It's run by the Bridgewater Pantomime Society.
There's been an awful lot of hard work behind the scenes, as anybody that does amateur theatre knows. It's no less work really for the amateur game as it is the professional game.
No.
And indeed our principal boy, Jordan, he took some of the beautiful backcloths that we hired as a society, and he took them back to Surrey this morning, which was a 5-hour drive, and then went from there to Birmingham because he's in rehearsals for, I think it's probably Frankie the Concert, so because he's a professional musician in his own right, so he's gone back there.
Yeah.
Chaos.
But so that's it. The show was good. Could have done with a few more people in the audiences now and again.
But the quality was there. The quality of the audiences was very good.
Yeah, it was.
They did their bit.
Yes, they did. It was good fun. And I had a ball, really. It was, fun. Good fun. So that's it. That's Panto. Right, Lindsay, what do you want to say next?
I don't know. I thought we were going to go through the questions.
Well, I'll just see if we've got any, first of all. Adding Carla. Yeah. Question. No, Kevin. Oh, please try to remember.
They're all talking to one another.
They're all chatting to one another, which is brilliant. It's brilliant. Everyone should. Oh, Keith is in as well from Derby.
Oh.
That's Derby, Bob, not Derby.
Yes.
Here we go. What do you recommend with SIM cards versus data plan from one's carrier? Right, so we're quite lucky that, as you're aware, Bob, most of our travels are in Europe because and not to fly. Oh no, she's got a weird flashy ice cube in a drink.
Does it flash all the time?
So because of that, and because of our contracts in the UK, we've still got coverage for the vast majority of Europe, which is included. So I can use my UK data plan. I think I've got a month or something like that on my plan when we're abroad. So, and you've got similar, haven't you? Not quite so. What do you mean, have I? It's not quite so. So we've got European roaming, and that covers us for most of us. When we were in the States and Canada, we could buy a day's unlimited data for £5 a day, which we did if we needed it. But because we were sailing with Princess and we had Wi-Fi included with that, we didn't need it that much, but it was good to use if you're out and about and trying to find your way around and using maps and stuff like that. So that's what we use. We haven't got any special, we haven't got any eSIMs or anything like that. But I think if we were travelling more further afield, we'd have to consider doing something different. But we're very, very fortunate that Europe is quite open to that. Very much so. At the moment, yeah. Who knows what's going to happen? Yeah, who knows? Dax, just come round here a minute so I can reach me mouse. But thanks for the question, Bob. Very interesting one. Corinne and Davina is here.
Hello, Davina.
Hi, Davina. Nice to see you here. Here, the colour. Reese. Love the sunset photos you put. Is it only me that sees the waves move as you zoom in? Oh, I hadn't noticed that myself. Most of those sunset photographs are taken by Lindsay, actually, on her phone. So I've got a little Sony ZV-1 that I use for most of the videography. But most of those photographs are taken by you on your phone, aren't they?
Yeah.
Certainly the better ones are, anyway.
And if it was moving, it wasn't me. It was something to do with the ship. I don't know, to be honest.
No, because it's stills.
I know, I hadn't noticed that there was.
Unless it's an optical illusion.
It might be.
Or maybe as I zoom in on the photo in the editing, that's what makes it look like that.
I must admit, we hadn't noticed that, had we?
No, we hadn't. No.
We'll be looking out for that in the future.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, I'll check that now. Yes. But thank you, Reese. No, didn't realise that. And Jerry and Diane. I hope Diane's feeling better. Hope her leg's getting better now because that looked really nasty.
It did.
But,
not good.
Yes.
Hey, Dax. Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, Dax has done a runner now. Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, he comes and goes as he wants. Right, okay, and we have got Sue and Phil's travels in just turning sun. 80 degrees on the golf course in Florida.
Very
We
nice.
knew you'd have a good one. So we're watching on our phone. Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice out there in the sunny weather.
Wonder what
Lovely.
part of Florida you're in, because I've got relations in Sarasota. Yeah, but Florida's a big.
Just a bit.
Well, it is, especially if you go right down south to Key West. And the Cruising Gays are here as well.
Oh,
good
hello.
evening, Marcus, Elliot. Hope you had a great time on Princess again. Yeah, it's lovely. Oh, and Tom and Dom are here.
Oh, wow. Hello.
Hi, Tom and Dom.
My
nice
goodness.
of you to join us. And see, and
Must be a quiet night on the television.
can you tell us about your group cruise? I can't find any information. Tina, right, our group cruise. Interesting you should mention that, actually. Because so should we talk about...
Let's do that now.
Let's do that. So we'll tell you what our next cruise is. Our next cruise, we sail on the 15th of February, and we are sailing on Fred Olsen's Borealis, which is the ship that our group cruise is on as well. So this is a bit of a fact-finding thing for us, isn't it? We're going there, we're trying out some of the experiences on board to see what works and what doesn't, and see what we may be able to include in the group cruise or not, as the case may be.
Yeah.
So we're going to try lots of different things. It's 12 nights.
Mm-hmm.
And where are we going? Oh, we head down to Casablanca.
You asked me all the difficult questions.
No, we go to Casablanca, then we
Yes.
go to Ceuta, which is
It's a Spanish enclave
in North
in
Africa.
North Africa.
Never been there before.
But
Looks
it's
quite
kind of
interesting.
opposite Gibraltar.
Yeah, I think it's where the other Pillar of Hercules was, I think. So we go to Ceuta, then we go to some other places that we've been to before, but we love them anyway. Forever we go to Malaga, Gibraltar again. Where else did we go? Cadiz and back to Lisbon, and we're almost residents there now. But we've also booked some interesting little tours we're doing as well. So that's our next one, and we go on the 15th. And we've done it to do a bit more background for the ship. So our group cruise...
Well, the truth is, we had a gap. I found that there was a gap. So I told him to look for a cruise.
Right. And we did.
He did.
Yeah, we found this one. So that's where we got. Now, as far as regards our group cruise, it's April the 14th, 2026, and it's on Borealis. It's 8 nights. Now, the best place to find out if I can get this to work, all the information you want to, is if you go on to I'll just take that off a minute. If you go onto our website, kengocruising.co.uk, in the menu there's a page there that says, Lindsay's got it up in
It's
front.
on the front page. Actually.
It's on the front page.
Or it's in the drop-down list.
Yeah, if you go on the front page, you'll see there, there we are, like that. And if you click on find out about our information, click on that one, and then it comes up with a group cruise, and there's a bit about it, the background behind it, a bit about all the places we're going and what's there, all on there, and what we're doing, what we plan to do, and then there's 3 videos from when we were on Valletta. One is an introduction video about the cruise itself and where we're going, and then the other 2 are information. What we're also hoping to do, we've been in touch with Fred Olsen, and they are going to, providing there's still vacancies, let us video some of the other categories of cabin, because we're in an outside cabin on this one, and they're going to let us video some of the other categories. There's quite a few people on this live stream tonight that are actually coming with us. I'm not going to say their names, but if they want to divulge that they're on, they're more than welcome to, because I won't give that information out in but yeah, so it's 8 nights. It's down to the French wine regions, down to the beautiful Saint Malo, La Rochelle. We've got an overnight just down the road from Bordeaux, so you can go to Saint-Emilion and the vineyards and things like that. It's a sort of bit of a foodie and wine cruise. But just to add to that as well, because we know we're getting, well, we're still over a year away yet. And we've got, hopefully, providing he gets back from Vietnam on time, Dan is going to come on with our live next month as well. Travel agent Dan Hammond. Hopefully he's going to come on. So if there are any other information you would like about the technical side of it and prices and things like that, Dan's on there. But there is a contact Dan page on that group cruise page as well, where you can go, and if you wish to, you can go and get a quote depending on what sort of cabin you'd like, whatever. There's a few additional options. I'm talking too much. You're not talking enough.
I can't get word in edgeways.
There's a few additional benefits.
It's like being on stage.
You get a 5% reduction on the selling price at that time. You get £100 onboard credit.
Which goes a long way on.
Which goes a long way on Fred Olsen, yeah, per person that is as well. So there's the benefits. There will also be some extra bits and pieces that we are doing, as well as a full programme of events that we're starting to plan and organise now. If you do decide to come along and join us, we've actually got a Facebook book as well, a Facebook group, which is a closed group for all those people that have booked with us. But yeah, it's coming on. We got not everyone has decided to go on the Facebook group.
No.
But we've it's coming on. We had 2 more people booked this week actually. So it's trundling along nicely.
Yes, it's nice. It's a nice size group at the moment. But we very happily have some more.
Yeah, we will.
But the idea is to have a group cruise with a little bit more, not too much information necessarily, but a bit of fun. And some of the things that we're looking at, we kind of already decided we may not do because it may be too serious. So we'd rather have more of the fun aspects. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see what the events are like on board. We think we know which ones we would like to have, but until you actually see them face to face, it's very difficult to judge. But fact-finding mission is a good excuse for a cruise.
It is a really good excuse. So if there's anything else you'd like to ask,
if there's anything specific you want us to look for, then you've got until sort of about the 14th to give me a chance to write it in my notebook and see if I can find the answers. I'm not going to be doing 48 cocktails, right?
No. I don't think they do 48. They do quite a few.
They don't do that many.
But we've already got the drinks package it's slightly different on Fred Olsen. It's £25.99 per day per person, which is really inexpensive compared to others. But it is a little bit different. But if you want it explained in more detail, we've actually got a video on the channel, which is Fred Olsen Drinks Package Explained. So if you're thinking about doing that as well, then there's an option there.
Yeah.
But Dan will be back with us hopefully next month.
He better be.
Otherwise
he'll be in trouble.
Well, no, he's I don't know. So yes. So I'm just going to run through a few more people. So I hope that helps, Tracy. Tina, rather. It is there, but we've not been like throwing it in people's faces all the time because we know a lot of people have had issues. We know that people that would like to come that work in education, so they can. Some people are already booked. It is available, and that's the best place to get the information. Or come along next month and ask us and Dan any more questions that you've had. Yeah?
I see you got Tracy saying hello.
I got Tracy saying hello.
She asked a question a couple of days ago.
Oh, okay.
In advance.
Yes.
Have you ever done a wine package with P&O? And if so, is it the Captain's Collection or the Commodore Collection that you should have?
Well, you've done the research on this.
Well, I did do a little bit of number crunching. We've never actually had any of the packages on P&O. And we've previously worked out with the ordinary drinks package that we would lose money if we bought it. Because at the moment, the prices on board are such that it wouldn't be viable to do it.
They're creeping up.
They're creeping up, but also you haven't got the extra service charges included like you have on some of the other lines.
Yeah.
So at the moment, it's still balancing out. It's cheaper not to have it. And I looked at some of the prices of these collections. The Captain's collection for 6 bottles is £149, and for 12 bottles is £279. That sounds expensive to me. Depends how much you're drinking.
Yeah, and it depends also if the wines that you like to drink are in that collection.
See, I was looking at it thinking, well, I don't know whether people would have the same wine all the way through, or whether they would have different bottles of wine within the collection. That would be the logical thing to do.
It would.
But then what do you do if you find a bottle that you don't like?
The other thing that P&O have become more restricted into the choice of wines that are available now. And they are, you can buy different wine in different bars on board. The monkeys would be...
They know much more
They
about
know
it
much
than we
more
do.
about it because they drink a lot more wine than we do. Not in quantity, in different choices. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so, but I know that some things you can only get in the glass house because you can only get that Prosecco that you like that in there. And some things you can only get in the restaurants, and the restaurants are quite reserved. And whereas a few years ago, they used to be quite happy to go and get you something from another bar and bring it. I think because they've got less staffing levels now, they're a little bit more reluctant to do that. Because you used to get that service all the time. If you ordered something and it wasn't available in this bar, they'd go and get it from another bar. But I think the staffing levels are...
They're not what they were.
Not what they were.
And
so they struggle.
You don't have specific sommeliers either.
No.
So yeah, they're kind of the waiters are trying to do the serving and the wine, which makes it much more difficult in the restaurants. Will we ever drink 6 bottles of wine in a cruise?
Yes, we would. We will on the next one, easily. But we'll have them by the glass.
Well, they're also included in the drinks package.
I know they are because but that's different. But we.
I don't think we would on P&O.
No, I don't think we would on P&O. But
not every day.
Everyone's different. We're all different, aren't we?
Yeah, it's a difficult one to answer, really. I think it's quite pricey, but then that's perhaps because I don't drink enough wine to realise
the other thing,
when it's good bargain and when it's not.
Because we like to swap and change a bit, don't we? Different things at different times. We usually if we buy wine by the glass, we usually buy it by the glass. We found that the prices by the glass are not a lot different than if you buy the bottle. You do get a reduction if you buy a package. A slight reduction. But not sure.
Well, because the other thing is you've got your loyalty.
Yes.
So the more you spend, the more you save.
If you've got loyalty. Everyone has. Yeah. So there we are.
So it's not really a definitive answer for you.
No, sorry, Tracy. We're not really the best.
I did have a look at it and thought, no, I don't think I would buy it, but that's me.
It's down to the individual. Drinks packages are always very, very...
There's no one answer to any of them, really.
Yeah. Oh, look, we got someone called Holly E. just arrived.
Oh,
hi, Holly.
Hello, Holly.
Jack says thank you for the treats. Oh, and Innocence Abroad is saying hi to Holly.
Oh, okay.
They must be in different places.
Yeah.
Possibly. Well, they might be.
They've got a big house.
Got a big house, yeah.
I hope everything's calmed down out there now and that all the fires are under control and people are trying to get their lives back to normal. It's been horrific seeing it from a distance.
Yeah, just imagine what it's like.
Oh, just
closer.
You can't go
terrifying.
there, really, can you?
So, yeah, thoughts have been with you and with everyone else out there. It's scary. Right, now, you also had another message from somebody else, didn't you?
I did.
So let me see if I can find...
We have a special message for somebody.
Who?
For Beverly.
Beverly.
Because it's her birthday tomorrow.
Yes.
And she wanted us to say, Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. She unfortunately can't come because she rehearses on Monday nights.
Yeah, so she's unfortunately not with us.
Yeah.
But a very happy birthday for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything else you got to add, Lindsay?
Before
I get told off?
No, you can't. You carry on.
Oh, just saying how great the weather is in San Diego. Innocent sort of familiar faces from last year, Panto. Yeah, very familiar faces.
Yeah. Although
quite
slightly
similar,
different makeup on
quite
some of them.
similar cast, but different makeup. Yeah. Sorry, question. Great Panto costumes. Do the group make any or? No, they're all our own. We have a wardrobe of
Thousands.
yeah.
We
thousands.
actually have 2 wardrobes.
Here we do.
Massive walk-in wardrobes, and it's very well organised, especially with the principals' costumes, and there's a whole row of dames' costumes. Of course, they got to fit the dame. There's the principal boys, the principal girls, all that sort of thing. We have all the finale costumes in their colours.
10 finale sets.
Yeah. So that's all kept from year to year. They built it up over almost the entire length of the society. In the very early days, they hired everything, and apparently it was absolute chaos. So they started making, and in those days you had a lot of seamstresses that were able to do that, some of whom did it for peanuts, as your mother did, and a lot of those costumes are still being reused, because if they're made well enough, they last. They have started buying some costumes online because it's cheaper than getting them made. Now, these days. But in the main, they are from our own wardrobes. But there are 2 of them.
And they are available for hire, aren't they?
They are. They hire out certain ones, and not all of the specialist costumes are hired out, but they do hire out some. Like we also have a lot of the backcloths that we have are ours, although we hire specific ones like we did this year, the beautiful snow scene cloths that they hired. But we have quite a number of our own, and they're hired out as well.
We're very lucky. It's not lucky. It's down to hard work
of a lot of hard work by a lot of people
over a lot of years to accumulate all that, and the fact that we've got 12 of our own radio mics now, Sennheisers and things like that. So there's a lot of equipment there. A lot.
So we have our own building on our own ground.
Yeah.
That was opened in 1985 or bought in 1985. The ground.
Anyway,
it was around about that time. They bought it. They built it themselves. It started off as just the meeting room and the room above, and they gradually extended it so that we have a full rehearsal room. We have kitchen facilities. We have two meeting rooms really, because we've got the annex as well. Workshop.
And then the other.
Then we've got the separate workshop as well, separate building, which is the latest of the buildings that we've had put up there, and that's where most of the scenery is painted and stored. And a lot of the sets they built up over the years so that you have a traditional Aladdin set, although things get tweaked every time, but the basis of Aladdin is there. So it's something that's been built on year, and something that's changed year on year too.
Yeah.
But they're already starting to look at next year's.
Yeah, which is Beauty and the Beast, isn't it? Next year. Not the Disney version. We did do the Disney version once. Lindsay was
careful.
What were you? The woman with the big mouth?
Madame.
Boosh. You were a wardrobe.
You were a clock.
I was a clock. I was Cogsworth, but Lindsay was a wardrobe. But that was the Disney version. This is being written by members of the society. Yeah. This version, yeah. So Bob says Derby, not Derby, as it is. It's Derby. We all know it's Derby in this country. It's Beverly. Oh, Beverly's here.
Oh, that's nice. You saw the happy birthday.
No, she may not have because I'm a little bit behind.
Oh, okay.
But I hope she did. She's the duck. Duck buyer.
She's bought quite a few of our dilly stats.
Yeah.
And they're for good luck, I think, because they go along to the bingo, and I hope that they're giving her lots of wins.
Corinne says she uses the SIM when she goes to Calgary. Well, I'm lucky. In my phone as well, I've got dual SIM capability. So, yes, I can do that. And as well, it's on the phone question earlier. Yes. And Claire's saying, do you use VPN? Yes. And we're actually running through a VPN at the moment. Not that I need to, but we are. It's I use Norton, because it's part of my overall package. I know a lot of people have issues with Norton. I've never really had a problem with it. Seems to work quite well. And yes, but definitely if we're on ship's Wi-Fi, or if we actually connect to a Wi-Fi like shoreside or anything like that on our phones as well, we've got VPN built in. So yes, definitely. Kevin says he has the daily option as well. It's 15 Canadian dollars per day in the US. Yeah, I think it depends who your provider is, because I was with O2 at that point, and that was what it was. £5 a day, well worth it if you needed it. Yeah. Let's see, large Derby indeed. Yes, I agree, Keith. I agree. Derby, yeah, Derby. Who invented the language? Oh, what's next? Claire, as for IT Guide for 35. Oh, IT Guide for I would recommend using VPN anytime you're not at home network. Yeah, we're on VPN at the moment. Right, question. Keith James. Hi, Keith and Christine. What speakers did you have on your recent Cunard cruise, as we will be on Victoria in the summer? Who did we have? Because we didn't go to any of them, did we?
No, it wasn't anybody that we particularly knew.
Wanted to particularly see.
No. And they change them quite frequently.
Yeah.
Because I gather that the new season includes Claire Boulding again. And I don't know if Tony Robinson's going back. There was a few, they do change them sort of every 2 or 3 months. And they announce them in advance too, if you are on the right Facebook pages.
I can't remember who we had.
I can't remember. No, we didn't go to see them, to be fair. We were quite busy doing other things. At the time, there wasn't anything that we... There
was nothing that sort of went, yes, come and see us. We saw Claire Boulding on Queen Anne, and she was back on Queen Anne, weren't they? Because we met up with people from Queen Anne when we were in Lisbon.
She was back on there then.
And she was back on there then. I can't remember. Bob may remember, because I think
Bob's the sort of person that would remember who it was and what they were talking about as well.
Yeah.
But it's not something that, weirdly, we particularly took any notice of.
Thank you, Kevin, very much. Kevin's answered the group cruise question. Thank you very much, Kevin. Much appreciated.
That's a job.
Spanish Morocco. Yes, it is Spanish Morocco. Yeah. Bob Suta. When I first saw the name of it, I pronounced it Quetta, but it's not. It's actually pronounced Suta, apparently. Yes. So there we go. And Alfie's here as well.
Hello, Alfie.
Hi, Alfie. Alfie is here. And Tina's saying thank you. Hi, Bob and Holly says Alfie soon. Just north of Port Canaveral. Oh yeah, 20 minutes of Port. That's handy if you're cruising. 20 minutes away. We went to Canaveral, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
Years ago now, when we were 19...
Back in the days when I flew.
Back in the days when you flew.
A long time ago.
Still a chance.
Yeah. We went to see the
Yeah. Canaveral.
That's it.
Yeah, we saw, and they were actually rolling out. Shows you how long ago it was. They had a space shuttle there that was actually being transported out to the launch pad. Absolutely fascinating. I thought it was fantastic. But it was brilliant. I loved it.
What it is?
No, it was lovely. It was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
It's a boy thing.
No, it's not a boy thing. Rose is going on the group cruise. Yes, we know that, Rose. Thank you very much for joining. Rose must have booked within a week, I think. Yeah, I think so.
And in fact, the last 2 people that booked on it are single ladies as well. They're coming together. They're 2 of our friends from down here, but they are both effectively solos, but travelling together.
Yeah.
So there's a few solos on it actually. I think there's about 5 solos.
5 solos,
which is really nice.
That's nice. Yeah. Well, we're hoping. Well, nobody's going to be a solo, are they? Because we're going to have.
But it makes it even nicer because they're automatically part of a community as soon as they get on.
Well, they're our community anyway, aren't they? Bob's put the Belletta tour up there.
Right.
That one there. Thank you, Bob. But probably not for another couple of months, something like that. Yeah.
Still time. Still time.
Corinne says, we'd love your group close, but it's only 3 days after Paul and Carol's gets back. Yeah, I know. Sorry Corinne. But, yeah.
Could squeeze it in.
Squeeze it in. She hasn't got a gap, has she? It's all right for people that aren't working like us. Oh, and, yeah. Put Dan's contact there as well. Thank you very much, Kevin. And Alfie's in the med. Yeah, Alfie's on Azora, isn't he? Having a lovely time with Lizzie. I think. Yeah,
I think he's with Lizzie.
Yeah.
I think that's one that he's doing with Lizzie.
And Davina's, Davina's definitely there as well. Yeah. Davina Rose is looking for. It's great. We're all talking now. It's going to be fantastic when we get on there together, isn't it? What is our favourite gin? Says Kevin.
Oh,
well,
the one I've got here that's flashing away with one of my presents from the pantomime.
Yes.
This is Sipsmith.
Yes.
It's possibly my second favourite.
Yes, we do love it though, don't we? We've got several. Sort of.
Oh, look, I've gone red.
Oh, you've gone red. It doesn't show. Oh, it does show up on there. It's green now. So I think our overall favourite is Hendrick's. Yeah. Hendrick's gin with a slice of cucumber, fever tree light tonic. Plenty of ice.
But the trouble is, at this time of year, we're not inclined to eat too much salad. So, you've got to drink an awful lot of Hendrick's to get through a cucumber. So we Sipsmith instead.
So Sipsmith, and the other one that we also have is Tanqueray 10.
Yeah, that's.
We like that one. So those are our three preferred. And if you're in the pub and just fancying a quickie on a Friday afternoon, what do you have?
Quick gin.
Quick gin.
I have pink.
Pink gin. Yeah.
Because then I can have the cheap tonic. Because otherwise it gets a bit pricey in the pub.
Yeah.
And besides which, I don't need too much by then because.
No, you've usually had about 5 or 6 pints of cider by that time. Yeah. So that's our favourites. What's your favourite, Kevin? Or are you not a gin drinker? I'd rather have Thatcher's Gold. Well, no, I wouldn't. I like both, but at different times.
Yeah.
Thatcher's Gold is Friday afternoon.
I mean, let's face it, we don't mind the odd port.
No, glass of port's good. And we'll certainly be having some on the next cruise, because in the dining room, it's quite old-fashioned, Fred, for those of you who haven't been. So in the dining room, in the main dining room, after you had your meal, they come round with a trolley with all the liqueurs and ports and things like that in, and sherries and Madeira, and they just come round with a trolley, don't they? Yeah. And we have been known to have some extra port, and then decide to have an extra portion of cheese and biscuits to go with the port, and then have another port to go with the cheese and biscuits.
Unfortunately, the waiters, certainly on the table we were on last year, as soon as our glasses got anywhere near empty, they just topped it up. Oh,
continue on it.
Again.
No, it was all right.
It was fantastic, actually.
Yeah,
but it just meant that we had to have the extra cheese and biscuits to just help it contain.
Yeah. Oh, and Bob's put the link up there to the Fred Olsen drinks package explained. Yeah.
Well, we tried to explain it.
It's a bit of a strange one.
It's all right when you get used to it, but you just take a little bit of getting your head around. It's just a few anomalies there that just don't understand. But
like
it's
the
the way
coffee and things like that.
Yeah, coffee's not included in the drinks package. But yes, cocktails aren't included except for the daily cocktail.
No,
but they are cheaper.
Yes.
So you just got to sit down and look at it and work out.
Yeah,
really.
And it depends what you drink.
Yeah.
If you drink beer all the time, it's fantastic.
Oh, it's fantastic, yeah.
Or beer and wine is fantastic.
Yeah, because there's no limits on it.
Or if you're quite happy, and all these soft drinks, your Cokes and things like that, they're all included. It still works for us.
Oh, yeah.
At that price. It's fine. Life in the Parks, hi.
Hello.
Both here. Oh, what was that? I'm not sure. We've got a new subscriber, I think.
Oh.
Someone has just subscribed. A little thing went off and I can't quite read it.
Normally we only see that when we're watching Silent Ships and it goes ping and makes a funny noise. And
Thank you very much for subscribing.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. And now we've got Annie and Carcor. I know, such a shame we don't have enough holidays to stay in Southampton. It's far too far to drive and come back. Down a few days later. It would have been, I know. Sorry, guys. But I think at the time when we found that one, we didn't really know, because we're not patrons or members of Ball and Cow. I'm not
I
sure
don't
we
think,
knew.
I don't think they'd actually booked it at that point.
Haven't they?
No, don't think.
Because we did that a long time ago.
But
Anyway,
it's just one of those things, isn't it? We might do another one, you know.
We might do another one. I think, I don't think it'll be an annual thing. Maybe every couple of years or see how it goes.
See what people think.
Yeah, see if
People
they enjoy
might
it.
go on there and then give us some feedback and say never again.
They might. No, I don't think so. Because it's going to be nice. Different rooms, more watch time for you.
Oh,
Yes,
very clever.
yes,
Thank you.
yes. We've never done the wine package. Cruise Monkeys have never done the wine package. Found it not really worth buying it. You want the bottle? That's what we used to. To do pre-drink package. Yeah, and of course you can still take a couple of bottles of wine on with you as well. At the moment, only one each now, isn't it? Up to a litre of wine or champagne each. So that you've also got that option. But it depends. If all you drink is wine, we drink lots of other things as well, don't we? Like orange squash and Coke and gin. Yes. What cabin grade have we booked for the group cruise? We've won it, yeah. You've got one of the promenade ones, yeah. I know you've booked a terrace cabin, haven't you? So we're hoping to have a look at one of those. At the moment, we've got an outside cabin booked. Someone else has just subscribed. Laura, thank you very much. Yes.
Laura.
So we're hoping, we've got an outside, but we're hoping on this cruise to have a look, and we might change because we just think the problem is that the balcony cabins are quite expensive because they're all suites on that ship because it's an older ship. And sort of halfway between. I just think it might be strange just sort of opening up your door and walking out onto the prom deck because you've got your allocated seats, your allocated sunbeds outside the door, which is really quite nice. And then,
if you're as they pass your front door, it's great.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure, and I think until you actually stay in one, you won't really know.
No, I don't know.
But it would be nice to have a look around and just see how you feel, because I think you would get a sense of it if you just went and had a look at one and just see what it's like to kind of walk straight out onto the balcony. I don't know.
I mean, last time when we were on Balletta, we had inside, but they're big cabins. There's plenty of room. So they're 186 square feet or something like that, 182 square feet. So they're quite big cabins for an inside cabin. We're having twin beds this time, aren't we? Don't do it like that. For a reason. You can't look out the window if you've got a double bed made up because it's in front of the window. Yeah. Whereas if you have a twin, you can actually sit on the bed and look out the window, which is the whole reason for having a window, I guess, so you can look out it. And then they all have, the inside cabins and the outside cabins, have either a sofa or two separate chairs, don't they?
Yeah. And a little table.
And a little table as well.
Decent sized table. A table that's big enough to have breakfast on.
Yeah, it is.
Which is really nice.
Yeah. And there's room to move. There's room to manoeuvre there. The only thing that we had was a bit strange was the television. Because it's on a swivel wall bracket, flat screen TV. Quite good TV on there as well, wasn't there? Good choice of stuff. But it swivels, so you can sit in the chairs and watch it as we would here. Yeah. Or you can turn it around that way and watch it in the beds. But because it's on, was on the right-hand side, was right next to the bed, it was quite difficult to see on that side. It was all right your side.
Yeah.
It was all right her side, but on my side it was quite difficult. So we'll see what they do. We'll see if they're all like it. But yeah, the terrace one, we can always upgrade.
Oh.
Can. That's the whole reason for having a look.
Yeah.
And we hope to give people a bit more information as well on the different cabin types when we go on there. But I know that we've got several people on there that are actually in suites as well. I'm not going to say who, but we have. And I understand that because it's nice that we like to have a balcony as well.
Yeah.
But the price is quite prohibitive on the smaller, older ships, isn't it?
Yeah, because there's fewer of them.
Fewer of them, yeah.
But we'll be happy.
So the costume, Quite a few higher. Yeah. So good. It's always difficult costumes, isn't it?
It is difficult. Yeah.
It is difficult.
It is. And especially if you're doing something as specialist as pantomime, it's not just your run-of-the-mill costumes a lot of the time.
No.
But yeah, so we have the specialist ones as well.
Like cows.
Yeah, we have the occasional cow up there.
Geese.
I don't know if we got the camel still. I think the camel went.
Camel. We've got a goose.
Oh yeah,
Humpty Dumpty.
Don't talk about the goose.
No,
Please
don't talk about Clara. And Corin, unfortunately, couldn't do it because she had eye surgery this year. That's a shame. Hope it's... Oh, corneal transplant. Oh, wow. Hope everything's going well. Going well, hopefully. Yes, they're good. They're good. And they're professional ones. They're like about £4,000 each, those microphones.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're very, very good.
All right.
Corin saying ta-ta. Yeah, bye-bye, Corin.
Oh.
Thank you very much for joining us. Much appreciated.
Oh.
Anyone else frozen? Oh. Are we frozen?
I don't know. We'll just have a look. We don't know how long ago that was either.
No, quite a while.
Struggling to get back to it.
Okay. Just said that oh no, we're still alive.
We're still
good,
there.
thank you.
We're still there.
Maybe we froze temporarily. So the Cruise Monkeys have just put a list on here, which is really helpful. Thank you guys with all the guest speakers.
Oh, well done.
So thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. It's great when everybody answers your questions for you. Many thanks for Dale helping us with the Danube cruise. He was so professional and quick. Yeah, he is very quick. He's very good. He's away at the moment, and we have told him in the past that I've sent him a message, sort of 10 o'clock at night, and said, when you've got time, next week or any time, perhaps you could get back and answer this for me. And he's usually back within an hour. And we said to him, don't do that. You'll burn yourself out, which is not...
But that's just the way he works. And,
yes.
And he says, well, if I'm sat at home, rather than watch the television, if somebody comes up and asks me a question, I'll try and answer it there and then. So, that's just the way he is.
Very good service, very nice guy. And as I said, hopefully he'll be here.
He has got somebody that covers for him when he's away.
Yes.
And if it's not one of the family, then it's another colleague of his. So it's never left, if you know what I mean.
Oh, Holly is wonder. Jenny Bond, we saw Jenny Bond, didn't we? We saw a bit of her.
Yes, we did.
We did, yeah, when we were in the pub because they were playing it in there.
Yeah, but we didn't have the sound on because they couldn't get the sound working, could they?
No, because we went in to see Jenny Bond. I remember now, and we couldn't get in. It was full, so we couldn't get in there. Jonathan Hallam, Deputy Director of Communications.
Oh.
Thank you, Holly. Much appreciated. Jonathan Haslam. Thank you.
Okay.
Much appreciated. So Sunfield's travel. Where is that? I've just gone. I just wiggled my thing too far.
You did.
Oh, it's done it again.
He's wiggling too far.
It's jumping. No. Yeah, he's great. We've used down from California, 3 Ocean, 1 River. Yeah, he's really, really helpful. Oh, really? And the American agents can't compete.
Oh,
so there's
that's interesting.
I know Bob mentioned it before. Yeah, that they can't get it. Oh, and Alfie's favourites: Hendrix, Mulfie, and Monkey 47.
Oh, Monkey 47 on Aurora once, didn't they?
Yeah.
Wasn't that King?
No. What's the other one? The Conquer.
Oh no,
is that from Dorset?
That's a Dorset.
No, we
Jim.
didn't
Why
like
would
that
you
one
read
much either,
that?
did we? Wasn't that good, was it? Yeah.
No.
And Phil, I agree. Kevin likes a local craft mill in Victoria. Oh, Mad Express Hotel turns people when tonic turns purple when tonic is added.
Yeah.
Oh, the only thing I've seen that turns purple is that butterfly
cocktail.
Cocktail on Princess. Yeah. And I say, don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, please. Thank you very much. YouTube seemed to like it, apparently. And Queen Victoria Inside Cabin was huge. Yeah, we've got another slight, and yeah, it was 250 square feet, I think that was. We've got another slight anomaly of a cabin on the on Paul and Carol's group cruise, haven't we? Yeah, which is...
The one on Victoria we had was big enough for a cocktail party, wasn't it, guys?
Well, we had 7 of us.
7 of us in there
for a
comfortably.
drink. Yeah, quite comfortably. Yeah, not sitting for everyone. And Victoria's here.
Oh,
hi, Vicky.
Hello, Vicky.
Nice of you to join us. Met Vicky on Queen Victoria, didn't we? And Stuart. Yeah, it's good. No, audio and video are good. Oh, that's fine. Okay, not frozen. Maybe we had a temporary hitch. Been along without any problems. Okay.
Okay.
Good. We love Jenny Bond. Yeah, we tried, didn't we? And we missed it. But
Didn't. That's the trouble with these things. If you've got a really good speaker, you've got to get in there so early. If you've got comfortable seats, it's all right. It's a bit harsh at times on your old derriere, but they were all right actually.
Seats, yeah.
But there's some other ships that we've been on that's been a bit.
Yeah, they can be.
Seats.
Yeah. Anyway, what else have you got on your list, lovey?
Well, a quick update that the next newsletter will be published next week before we go away. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what I'm putting in it yet.
Oh.
No, but that's coming out next week with a few bits and pieces as to what's been going on here.
So if you want to sign up, if you haven't signed up to the newsletter, it's completely free. And if you wish to, just go onto the website again, Ken Goes Cruising,
and just
click the sign up to the newsletter.
And if you have signed up and you're not getting these newsletters, please check your spam emails, because we have been made aware that a few of them, when they come back to you, are going into the spam. So you just need to do
particularly Jerry, because if you're still here, Jerry, hope you are. It's saying that you never open them. Now that might be your choice, which is absolutely fine. But I'm just worried that they're disappearing into your spam or something like that, and you're not actually seeing them. So that's that.
Yeah.
Next.
Clear.
Oh yes, you can do that.
Oh well. So each year, the last few years, we've been part of Clear, and so we pay a membership to this Clear organisation, and they're the ones that help us to get ship visits. So we're very pleased that we're members again this year, and we hope that they will be able to get some day visits onto some different ships again this year, depending on what's coming into Southampton. Sometimes they do it from other ports as well. Mm-hmm. I know we a few of us asked the rep if they could get something on the ambassador ships and perhaps at Bristol. Whether that's going to happen or not, we don't know. No. But that could be interesting. We're still waiting to hear whether there are any ship visits coming around this year for us. A lot of the travel agents get them anyway. So what they try and do is have a small portion of those visits for bloggers and such. Yeah. So we've had some really good times, and it's really a good opportunity for us to meet up with some of the vloggers as well.
We met Tom and Don two or three times.
Yeah, we've quite a few people that we've met on more than one occasion, which kind of brings us closer together as a bit of a community as well, which is really nice.
Oh, sorry, Lindsay.
Carry on.
No, Jerry's just saying he reads them all. That's interesting.
Oh, sure, coming back.
Because I'm glad you're getting them. That's the main thing. If you don't want to read them, that's entirely up to you. But I'm really pleased you're getting them, because the software that we use is saying that you don't see them or read them. So that's great. Really.
Oh, that's really good news. I'm glad about that.
Mark and Lindsay have just arrived.
Hello.
Hello, guys.
Hello, Lindsay.
Oh, yes.
Hey, Lindsay.
Yes.
Right, I'm drinking the blue one. Oh, no, it's Cunard.
Oh, yeah. She's got illuminated ice cubes. Mm.
One of the presents from our pantomime colleagues.
Yeah, right.
They know us so well.
Back to you, Lindsay.
What else is there? I'm not sure that I have got much else really.
Website?
The website? Well, yeah, the website. We've had to sort of tail off during the pantomime run and not do quite so much on that. But we are now. I've got a list of things to do. But also there are updates on the ports of call for Gibraltar and Marseille and Ajaccio. So that's fairly new to the website at the moment. There are things that are I'm gonna have to go through and tweak a few bits and pieces as well. So
Yeah.
that might take up a bit of
But
my time.
if you haven't been to the website, do have a look. There's Lindsay's got a few. She started doing a few blogs on there as well now. But the port information is personal to us.
Yeah, it is personal to us.
But yeah, and there's a little bit of background information about the ports and things you can do then. Like, so if you're planning on going on a cruise, have a look on there and see if it is on there.
Yeah.
Gibraltar
I found really difficult because we've now done we go to Gibraltar quite often on cruises.
We do. And we love it.
And we love the place. But it's very difficult to pick out highlights because for us, Gibraltar, we enjoy it so much that virtually everything is a highlight. But we try to make it a little bit informative and show a little bit of the fun that we have as well. Marseille, for instance, we actually did the Marseille one and showed how we took the metro off to Longchamp.
Palais Longchamp, yeah.
If anybody's going to Marseille, please go to there because it's a photographer's dream. It really is. It's just an amazing place to see. So there's bits and pieces. It's very much, once I've done the sort of background stuff, it's very much our story then, which we hope that people enjoy.
Yeah, we do.
We hope enjoy and find useful.
And if there's anything else you'd like us, a message or put it in the comments on here afterwards because it's there and we can do what we like with it. I'm not going to say we're going to do everything. One thing we have tried to avoid is putting prices and things like that on there because they're out of date the moment you put them on. I know Paul and Carol do a fantastic job with all their drinks prices and things on theirs, but my lord, it's become
it's a bit of a chore, I should think.
It's quite a chore, I should think.
So we try not to do that, but we point them all in their direction.
Yeah.
What inquiries? So why duplicate things?
Yes.
We will always consider any ideas that you have, and certainly if you've got any ideas for blogs, which obviously is a little bit shorter, but again tends to be our experiences. And one of the ones that we put up recently was our experience of having the box on Queen Victoria.
Oh yeah.
So that sort of thing is starting to go on there as well. I've got a few ideas as to some of the other things I want to do. But again, if you've got anything you want us to try and tackle, we'll have a look at. I'm not making any promises, but I will have a look at it.
Yeah. But
it's quite fun. I quite enjoy it. Some of them I enjoy more than others. And if you read them, you'll probably twig which one I enjoy more than
the other thing that we're doing on this next cruise is we've actually booked a couple more trips with Viator. Now, we've done one Viator trip before, but we were looking at things that we wanted to do and then compared the prices. And Fred Olsen's excursions are actually quite reasonable, but we had a look at Viator and there were some things on there that we wanted to do. There were some on discount as well, weren't there? So we've got this wonderful tapas tour. Yeah, walking tour. With tapas and drinks and beers, and it looks really interesting. And that was quite.
Oh, it was quite cheap. Was it £59?
No, £50 each for a 3-hour tour and 15 drinks or eats each. So that looks quite interesting. But you'll see all about it because we'll obviously take the camera with us.
You neglected to tell me it was that many.
Yeah, 15. It's all right. Yeah. Vicky says, "Have you got anything to upload from Queen Victoria?" Yeah. But it's not made yet, and I'm very, very busy this week, and we may not get one out for Saturday. So the last 3 days went out last Saturday. I've just spent about an hour today trying to get things together. We're going to do a food review for all the different food outlets that we used while we were on board because we found some were better than others. Yeah? And it's I think it's always quite useful to do a little review like that for people that are going on because they can see what we found, but we can only speak personally.
Yeah.
We can't say this is good and that's bad. We can say whether we liked it or not. And what else have we got here? Oh, Kevin, Crown Grill, worth the cover charge? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not sure that I would do it every time I was on a Cunard ship.
Crown Grill. Crown Grill.
Sorry, no, we're talking Princess.
Yes. Yeah. Crown Grill, yes.
Oh yeah.
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 It's still one of our favourites, isn't it? Was it that $45?
I don't know.
I think. And yeah, every time we booked it again for Paul and Carol's group cruise, and we booked Catch for Rudy as well.
Yeah,
because that was quite a.
It's very much an occasion.
Yes, very much an occasion, but it needs to be in a better place on the ship.
Yeah,
really. Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah. So yes,
they need to put it where Sabatini's is on Sky. Really.
Yeah. Crown Grill. Excellent.
Yeah, Crown Grill.
Still the best steaks, I think.
Yes, I think so.
I think the steak we had on there was better than the ones we had on Oceania. Service, as we said in the excuse me, on the service that we had in the veranda on Queen Victoria was perfect. It was
one exception.
With one exception,
that was
yeah.
Who thought he was better than everybody else.
It was.
It's not what we said at the time.
No.
But he really did think that he was better than us.
Yeah.
And really looked down his nose at us. But everybody else made up for it. Absolutely amazing.
Because I don't know about you, but the specialty dining is as much about the occasion for me. It's got to be good, but sometimes you just get made to feel that little bit special. And why not?
Yeah.
You expect to be, especially if you're paying a lot.
Yeah.
A good pricing is like to take fire to. Yeah, I just. But the trouble is, Bob, that if we have pricing on there, it's out of date within weeks, and if you're not going on every cruise line within a matter of weeks, it's out of date, and then people will come back and complain, "Oh, your pricing information was wrong." So we
odd ones here and there, and the box on Victoria is perhaps one where it's just one price.
Yeah.
So you can actually then put, at the time we went, this is what it was. I'm sure it's out of date by now. I hope it's not, but it's only the one price. But if it was a whole list,
and the other benefits that we try to put in is if it's different if you book it before you go than if you book it on board, which Crown Grill was. If you book it before you go, you don't pay the extra gratuity, but if you book it on board, you pay the extra gratuity, so it's 15% dearer. It's a bit like Fred Olsen, because we booked both specialities on there. And they're £10 each. £10 for speciality dining. £10.
Very, very good.
But if you book it when you're on board, it's £15.
Extortionate. Eh?
But the even more bizarre thing about Fred Olsen is we've booked our speciality dining for the next cruise, but you don't pay for it, and you've got it at the reduced price. But they add it to your bar bill, so you're not paying for it in advance like you do with most cruise lines, like our ones for May on Paul Carol's group cruise. We paid for them already in full. Whereas on Fred Olsen, we haven't paid a penny towards them. We just reserved them at the cheaper price. So yeah, really quite.
It's anomalies like that, but
it's one of the things why we like it.
It makes you think about things, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Andy and Cara enjoyed the Queen Victoria box, so I'm definitely going to try one. Yeah, it was just nice, wasn't it?
It's a lovely experience.
Yeah.
A word of advice though is to make sure that you if you can't carry all the chocolates from the ante room to the box, ask them to bring them down for you, because they are on a little stand, and it's a little bit much to try and eat them all in half an hour. And take a handbag.
Well, I didn't.
With a little plastic bag, so that extras that you can't eat, tuck them in there.
Yeah. We didn't have a.
Let's face it, it's all in.
We didn't have a problem getting rid of the alcohol. That went down easy enough.
Yeah.
But yeah. Bob is saying to Kevin, Crown Grill, 100% worth it. Yeah, it is. We love it.
Yeah, really enjoy it.
Sweet Nature have done quite a few food and drink tours with Viator, and they're always been fantastic and good value too. Yeah, we're looking for, and we've got another one in Malaga as well.
Was it Viator that we should have done the drink one in
the Saint-Emilion?
And they, because the French went on strike, dear souls, and it was all very last minute, wasn't it? And they just cancelled everything. It was just the way that the French do it. They just go on strike, and that's it. The whole thing comes to a halt. And they just couldn't get the buses into the city to do anything with us. But they were really, really good, despite the fact it was very last minute. They gave us a refund very quickly.
It was on the same day. That night, the money was back in the bank account.
Yeah. So the service was very, very good.
Yeah. Kevin said, did the tapas tour in Barcelona. We've done a few in the past, haven't we?
We've done a few of our own.
Yes.
In various places. I fancy Bilbao might have been one.
Cruising Gates, 45 per person plus 18% tip if not on the Premier package. Yes, that's the pricing. Yes, thank you guys. Yeah, after all, we defer to their expertise and knowledge when it comes to
everybody working for us this evening.
It's fantastic. It's brilliant. No, it's brilliant. And so we're going to 8% on top 40, but hoping just getting out of hand before. Yeah. I'm not a great fan of tipping. Well, no, that's wrong. I don't mind tipping someone, but I don't like if you're putting it like on Cunard. If you're paying 18% more for your drinks, then just put the price of the drinks up 18% and be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah? I would rather have it that way. Much rather. But then you wouldn't get a benefit if you had the drinks package, and the drinks package is expensive enough on there as it is. Anyway, yeah. Kevin's just put Crown Grill based on it. It's brilliant. It is absolutely great. We've never had a bad meal. I would say the steaks in there are the most consistent we've had on any show.
I'm not a huge steak eater, but I would not go to Crown Grill and not have the filet mignon. It's that good. You don't need a knife. It sort of looks at the fork and falls apart. It's beautiful. And the black and blue soup. I think everybody that's been there that we know.
Not over fond of the puddings, are we? The desserts.
No, I'd rather go back and have some of the starters.
Yeah.
But the black and blue soup is to die for. If you like French onion soup, that is to die for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just great with a touch of Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
And I usually have the beef rib, which comes with caramelised onions and mushrooms on top, or I have the ribeye steak. That's my personal favourite. Yeah, those two. Very nice. Andy Carl says, great, take a handbag. Is that Andy or you, Carl?
It's very unlikely to take a bag anywhere, but it's absolutely essential there just to get the extra species.
And Bob saying go for box 11 or 13.
Oh, well, we had box
5. Yeah,
it's fine.
It's quite good.
Box 5 is good.
Yeah. Then the black and blue soup. Oh, yeah, guys. Oh, the black and blue soup. Oh, yeah. Everyone's in agreement about the black and blue soup, aren't they?
Yeah.
But have you got anything else you want to say?
You're going to talk about that?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Just a quickie. So we've actually we haven't teamed up, but we've got an affiliation now with My Kind of Cruise. And if any of you like to do your cruises online, we prefer to use Dan, don't we? But if any of you do book through them, there is a code that you can use. It gets you a further discount if you're using them. It's called Ken Goes 20, and it just gets you 20 quid off, but it's 20 quid's better than nothing.
Well, it's an extra drink here and there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So that's with My Kind of Cruise if you want to use them. But we're sticking with Dan, aren't we?
Yes.
Yes. So I think that's about it, unless anyone else has any more questions. As we said, Dan will be coming on next month.
Which is the 3rd of March.
4 weeks today.
We'll be doing an update on our cruise.
Yes, we will.
Because
Andy and Carla sail on the 12th.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we go on the 24th. It's a bit close together, these, aren't they? We didn't really have much of a thing, did we? Yeah.
Well, it was a big enough gap.
So, yes, thank you ever so much for joining us tonight. It's been a real pleasure again. And, Vicky says the black and blue suit and the filet mignon. Yeah, they are. Bob, they're going to keep that in mind. So, yes, thank you all very much. And we'll see you.
It's been lovely to see you all here.
Again, if you want to know anything or anything, just go on the contact page on the website and just ask us whatever you want. If you thought of something, or if you want a bit more information about the group cruise, just come and ask us and we'll get in touch with you, whatever. Okay, so ta-ta for now.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Why not pop over to our website
kengoescruising.co.uk. There you can find out a little more about us, check out our reviews on ships we've cruised on and some of the ports of call we've enjoyed to date. We also have a small online shop for you to browse that includes our very own delist cruising ducks. If you'd like to contact us about anything, just go to our Contact Us page.